happens to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Browns first down.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
23-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Austin Hooper.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He completes it to Hunt. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
4th down.
Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal.
On for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Let's 57's right.
Now it's Burrow. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Browns drive about to get started. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. On the counter, Hunt. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Taken from just outside the 30. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
47-yard line.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Complete to his tight end Sample. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill.
On third down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Bengals take over first.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Burrow. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with a rookie 2nd rounder. It's J.K. Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down by Chandler Jones.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
57.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out out of the gun. They run it with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
First down, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Loss on the play. It's second down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week one. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He finds his running back, Mixon. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again, it's Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 25-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Another Bengals 1st down. 1st and goal at the...
Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
He's checking.
A handoff to Mixon. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Given 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Gets this one quickly out wide. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to A.J. Green. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
second down at 4.
At the Browns' 32-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
At the 2-yard line.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of
But the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score, and now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 8 yards out, and the Browns are back within a score. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second and 1.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17-all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Mixon. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a first and 10. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Bengals 24, Browns 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
He's across midfield.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here. Beckham. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Beckham Jr.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Bengals' 14-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Again, it's Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He's a gain of 3, 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And the Bengals are going to